What's up, boys and girls? Welcome back to the channel. Galaxy here. So doing another follow-up video of some of these caves and alcoves, call them alcoves? Yeah, alcoves that you can find on Crystal Isles. There are some rat holes as well, saving the best till probably the last. And I hope you've enjoyed these, guys, and if you do, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already for some more Crystal Isles content. Also, if you want to see me streaming some other games, there'll be Satisfactory and some other games over on twitch.tv/Galaxy Gaming. So there is also some other content coming to the channel for the unofficial cluster I'm playing on, which is TKI, the Chaos Island. I'll leave the link to the Discord and whatnot in the description below. So some of these caves are really good. Some of them are average. They're not exactly sort of caves to live in, to stay put in. They're more of like a get started sort of cave or alcove, if you want to call it that, and a couple of them you probably could live in for a very long time. But without further ado, guys, we'll let you see what you think of these. Let me know what you think of these in the comments below. So coming in the first one, we've got a little crack in this canyon here. It's like full of metal and whatnot. It's 61.3, jigging about, 52.8. Now this is more of a little crack to harvest in, or to set up a temporary little get started out of sight sort of area. So you can come down into here and there's metal everywhere. There's so much metal down here. I mean, you probably could use it as just a farming thing, but if you wanted to set up out of sight, you could probably stay hidden here for a day or two, maybe 3 if you're pushing it. But it does run all the way along here, and it goes down again over this side. Now this is a little bit of a crack, like the one on Scorched Earth that's got the crack, but there's no actual cave that leads deeper down. It's just full of metal, obsidian, and some of the various bits and pieces. So this one is more of an alcove than an actual cave itself. It's below the volcano, as you can see behind. Coordinates of 53.3, 57.8. Now it is quite a big area. I don't know about setting up full time in there, like full on living in there, because you're kind of restricted on space and whatnot, and defensibility. But it is nonetheless quite a big alcove. There was originally going to be a cave going underneath here, but the cave got discontinued, but they decided to leave this bit in. But as you can see, there's a lot of metal, a lot of obsidian. I did check these just to see if they were because they look exactly like the ones on Genesis. I thought I'd check, but they're just crystal. So that's this one. So this one is more of like a day ones of being on the server sort of thing. You've got pearls, you've got metal everywhere, you've got trees and all that sort of good stuff that you need to get started. Now this is at 39.6 and 60.8, as you can see it's in the pink tree area. There's a waterfall right next to this lake. I have done a pearl video on that lake because it's so full. But there's a little sidey bit there that not much space. But if you go through here, there's an alright amount of space for you to store some beds, some storage, and maybe prefab a base while you can stay hidden here. But it's not that big, so again, I'd probably just say in here for a day or two before you probably want to look at getting somewhere a little bit bigger or more secure. Now this one is in an area called the Blood Hollow, 53.3, 32.8. So this area is where you find all the blood crystal wyverns. There's also about three of these little caves kicking about. There is 2 entrances, so it's not exactly ideal for living in, but they are kind of hidden if you're flying over. So there's the coordinates for the second entrance. But as you can see, the entrances are quite obscured by those, so you won't necessarily see those flying over easily. But as you can see, you can get a few forges, you can probably get fabricator, smithy, and a few dinos and all that stuff in here, and just to get yourself started. So at 40.8, 73.7, this one is a little bit bigger than the others, probably a little bit less known about. It is a little rat hole underneath. There's about 5 or 6 rat holes underneath these islands, so they are pretty good for rat holes. Now this one does have a few ledges outside, so you could probably defend this one a lot easier than the other ones I've shown you. So just to gain access, you come up behind this route and there's a little gap here. And you've got all this building space here. It does go pretty high up as well, so if you want to put a tech gen on a cliff platform up there to stop your generator getting sniped or whatever, you come through the back here and you can get underneath there, and there's a little bit of space back there. So if you come back out here, just quickly show you how like official platforms and how many official foundations to show you what sort of size of an area you could put down here, because it is quite big of an area. So you could put turret towers and a block in the entrance, but you can get a good amount of foundations across. You could probably set up quite a big box in here. Not so much room for your crystal wyverns at the minute because you can't cryopod them, but quite a bit of space, as you can see. And you bring that all the way forward, and you could probably put block this off with a bit closer to the edge than I put it down, but some foundations down, put a mini death wall up there, and then you can put like cliff plats and turret towers on those big branches down there, and that'll be you sorted. Now I kind of like this one, just how sneaky it is. So 49.73. You've got this ledge here. You probably won't see it flying past because I didn't see it to start with flying past, and I just ended up flying against all the walls to find out. So over that way you've got the dragon cave out here. Look, I'll just show you there. Now if you come here, as you can see, you cannot really see it from the front. It just looks like a wall, but it actually goes back a little bit into this area here. So you go down here as well, it's just a drop off. Another ledge below, but here you've actually got quite a bit of space. You'll have to clear some rocks out and stuff from here, but again, this could be a nice little area to get if you're a small tribe, just to get started and hopefully remain hidden and not too many people spot this and come and find you. But not a bad area to start off, or a small tribe to live. Now this one is debatable. 49.8, 76.4. This is debatable whether it's a legal spot or not, but I'm going to show it you anyway because people do live in here on official. There are some issues with the textures, you'll see in a second. It looks like it's underwater and it looks like there's water, but there's actually not. As you can fully see, I'm running around. But if you come up here, there's quite a lot of space. You may have seen this in a raid video online at the minute. Now if you go down there, there's another little bit. You could probably put some storage of creatures or a few, I don't know, whatever you want down here. But there's quite a lot of space in this rat hole. And there's 2 entrances. I'll show you the second one in a minute. You could put cliff platforms all along there if you really wanted to make some more floor space. So you come down here, it goes up to another ledge. And this is sort of enclosed, this area. There's not much there's no way in up here. So again, you could put cliff plats for multiple layers of breeders all the way back there, and then just have loads of turrets and all that sort of stuff down here. That's what I meant about the textures. It looks like there's water, but that's the second exit. So down there, where I'm just looking now, is the second entrance, and the other one is over there. So as you can see, I put a cliff platform in just to show it can be done, and some official foundations just to show that you can definitely build here. But you can get quite a big area in here. You'd probably want to death wall that side up, or put a chandelier hanging down from here to stop people tyranno bombing you with a rocket launcher. But that's not a bad size. That's a pretty good one there. And that brings us to our last one, 45.5, 75.0. This rat hole is pretty damn decent. You've probably seen that Hod is living in this one with his tribe. It is pretty damn good to defend easy, especially if you've got tech to get in here. If you get in here with tech and you've got tech turrets, it's pretty tough to raid. But this is just a view of underneath, just so you know what sort of reference points to look for. So if you come up here, all the way up, you'll see these massive crystals. Now you want to go above this big one. Just to the left, above here. There is... So you find this entrance. A wyvern can fit in here, so it's not ideal for that. But you can, obviously, with this massive ledge up there, you can block it off with a death wall and make it very hard to get wyverns and stuff like that in. But it's quite big, it's good size, and there is a second small entrance here, which you could probably put a cliff pipe with a chandelier on outside just to help defend the entrance below, or if you really wanted to, just block it off with like 1,000,000 volts or something. But it's a really good area, this rat hole. It's really good. It took me a while to find this one, and I actually stumbled across it by accident about 5-6 days ago and recorded this. But that will do for this segment of the caves. We're gonna find. I'll do another video when got some more. I've got a bit more recorded. But if you haven't already, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. Really appreciate the support so far. It's been absolutely amazing. And always, guys, look after yourself, and I will see you in the next one.